Welcome to MediByte. Today we're going to explore the incredible automatic survival system that's built right into your brain. It's this amazing system designed to keep you safe, often before you even realize you're in danger. We've all been there, right? You hear a loud bang and you jump. Your heart starts pounding. And it all happens before you can even think, what was that? It's just this pure, physical jolt of instinct. Well, that's your ancient survival brain kicking into gear. It's this incredibly powerful, pre-programmed system that's designed for one thing and one thing only, keeping you alive. It's built for speed, not always for accuracy. So how on earth does it work? To really get this incredibly fast response, we've got to look at how the brain is built, which is basically from the bottom up. The oldest, most primitive parts are right there at the core, and they're in charge of all our most basic survival functions. Think of this emotional brain as your body's main survival engine. It's really the heart of your central nervous system, and it manages everything from your breathing and your hunger to, you guessed it, detecting danger. It doesn't waste time analyzing all the little details. It just looks at the whole picture and makes a snap judgment to protect you. So how does this whole process even start? Well, all the sensory information you're constantly taking in, everything you see, hear, and feel, it all meets up at a part of the brain called the thalamus. You can think of it like a central sorting station. And from there, the information travels down two totally different roads at the exact same time. Okay, so the first path is what we call the low road. It's like a super fast expressway straight to your emotional brain. It is built for pure, raw speed to trigger an instant survival response. The second path is the high road. It's just a few milliseconds slower, but it sends that same information up to your rational, thinking brain for analysis. So, the low road is for reacting, the high road is for reasoning. So let's focus on that low road for a second. At the heart of it is a part of the brain that acts like a super-sensitive, hair-trigger smoke detector. And this is the amygdala. Its one and only job is to constantly scan all the incoming information and ask one simple question: is this a threat? And if the amygdala senses even the possibility of a threat, it doesn't wait around for a second opinion. It just sounds the alarm immediately. And this whole process is unbelievably fast. The amygdala fires off a signal that activates your entire stress hormone system. You get this flood of powerful chemicals like adrenaline and cortisol, getting your body ready to either fight or run for your life. And this all happens before you're even consciously aware of what's going on, which is why your body is already moving by the time your thinking brain finally catches up. Okay, but wait a minute. If that smoke detector is so quick to react, what stops us from being in a constant state of panic over every little thing? Well, this is where that slightly slower, high road becomes absolutely critical. And here's where you can really see the relationship between these two key players. While the amygdala is that smoke detector on the ground floor, your medial prefrontal cortex is like a watchtower with a clear view of the whole situation. The watchtower is what gives us context. It can see the bigger picture and basically tell the amygdala, hey, stand down, it's not a house fire, it's just some burnt toast. When it's working right, it calms that smoke detector down, it shuts off the stress response, and it lets your body know, hey, it was a false alarm. So here's the bottom line. Our sense of well-being, of just feeling like ourselves, really depends on this delicate balance. The smoke detector alerts us to danger, and the watchtower provides the reason and perspective to keep us grounded. But what happens when an experience is so overwhelming, so terrifying, that this whole beautifully tuned system just breaks down? Well, this is what happens in trauma. Trauma actually rewires the survival system. That smoke detector, the amygdala, becomes hypersensitive, and it starts seeing danger absolutely everywhere. And what's worse, the watchtower, the prefrontal cortex, can get knocked offline during a trigger, which leaves the smoke detector to basically run the whole show, completely unchecked. When that alarm system gets stuck in the on position, the brain just keeps pumping out stress chemicals. It keeps sending these emergency signals to the body, getting it ready for a fight that's already over. The threat is in the past, but the body is still fighting the war. And being in this state of constant high alert, it's not free. It comes at a huge cost. The sneaky effects of having constantly high stress hormones can just wreak havoc on our physical and mental health, leading to things like chronic fatigue, memory problems, and even autoimmune diseases. And I really want to pause here because this is so important. These reactions are not a sign of weakness. They are not a lack of willpower or some kind of moral failing. They are the result of actual physiological changes in the brain. It's a biological injury, not a character flaw. So healing isn't really about trying to forget what happened. It's about retraining the brain and the body. It's about learning how to manage your own internal state again and restoring that crucial balance between the smoke detector and the watchtower. By understanding how this system works, why your heart races, why you feel that sense of panic, we can start to see that these aren't just random, scary feelings. They are predictable signals from a survival system that's just trying its best to protect you, even if its calibration is a little off. And that understanding, that's the first step to feeling safe again. This knowledge really gives us a map to our own inner world. It empowers us to move beyond just surviving a threat from the past and toward actually thriving right here in the present. We really hope this look into the anatomy of survival was helpful and maybe gave you a new perspective on how your amazing brain and body work together. If you found this information valuable, please help us spread the knowledge by liking this video, sharing it with a friend, and subscribing to the MediByte channel for more.